And we're back. So we were talking about differentiation in business to business marketing. So it's different than business to consumer, where we're pretty much focused on is building a strong brand, right? The brand and differentiating it in the consumer's mind, either through brand building activities like advertising or creating a great customer experience or having great product quality and some interesting innovative products and building our brand's reputation around that, right? So the strong, favorable, and unique brand associations. But it's a bit different in business to business. So first, again, we go back to the value chains. So first we need to construct the value chains of ourselves, the firm, but also construct the value chain of our customers. And remember, we can use Porter's generic value chain as a basic framework for that. Of course, we have to adapt it to, build it for ourselves, to kind of show the unique features of our value chains. Different industries have obviously different value chains, but we can use this Porter's generic value chain as a framework, and then we kind of look deeper and kind of figure out what's inside each part. So we construct the value chains of the firm and the customer, and then we identify the drivers of uniqueness in each of our activities. So looking at our own value chain, we look inside deeper and we figure out which one of these things can we make something special out of our operations, our activities. What are we doing that's great, right? What are the drivers of uniqueness in each activity? So let's look at the Porter's generic value chain, and we'll use it as an example. We'll show you an example. So here's Porter's generic value chain. If you remember, there are on top of the red line are support activities, and on the bottom of the red line in the middle are the primary activities, right? So support activities are kind of like the same for every company. You need to have some firm infrastructure, planning, finance, MIS, legal, human resources management, technology, procurement. But then the bottom part, the primary activities, these are the value adding activities that kind of these are the activities that are involved in transforming the inputs, the raw materials or the things that we're buying into outputs that we sell, right? So if we look at, each of these though can be, a basis for differentiating in business to business marketing. So for example, just looking at the MIS, if we have an MIS system that supports fast response capabilities, okay, that's important. We identify that's a strength of ours. We can use that somehow to help our customers. We can align our value chain activities with theirs, and I'll show you a little bit in more detail later. But for now, let's just identify these various aspects of our value chain that are allowing us to kind of drive as drivers of uniqueness. So we have an MIS system that supports fast response capabilities. We've got great training, right? Your human resources management, we have excellent training to support customer service excellence. We also, in our research and development, we are able to have unique product features and have fast new product development that we can also use in our, business to business marketing. What else do we have? Well, we have in our inbound logistics, we've got really great quality control. So we're sourcing. We've got excellent sourcing. We've got great purchasing managers. We're getting great quality components and materials. In our operations, we're manufacturing in a defect-free way, zero defect manufacturing, and we've also got a wide variety of different products. In our outbound logistics, we've got fast delivery, and we've got efficient order processing. That's probably somehow tied to the MIS system as well. In our marketing and sales, we've got strong branding. So you can think that, for example, maybe we're like Intel and we're doing some ingredient branding, right? We're kind of helping our customers promote us, promote our brand as another strength for their products, right? Intel Inside is a very strong thing. Then in service, we have good customer support, technical support. We give credit for consumers, and we also have spare parts, and aftermarket parts. And this all allows us, remember what M stands for on the right side in the arrow there? Margin, right? It allows us to, sell at a profit, right? And to widen that margin. But how do we now take all these, unique capabilities and make a differentiation strategy out of it? How do we differentiate that? Well, we need to align that our value chain with the customer's value chain. So first we select these drivers of uniqueness that are most promising, the ones that we feel that we can really emphasize and get the most out of in terms of differentiation. And then, oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. So how do we do this? How do we select the most promising ones? First, we have to benchmark ourselves against competitors. Analyze our strengths and weaknesses versus competitors. Remember this VRIO framework? Remember when we started talking about the resource-based view of strategy? We're looking internally and analyzing our resources and capabilities versus competitors. Well, it's similar to that, right? We're looking at these capabilities that we have in our value chain, and we analyze them versus the competitors. Then we identify the linkages among activities. We figure out which activities affect other activities. What are the implications of our activities and how do they affect other ones that we have? Like, for example, MIS, right? We said we had good MIS system, and then we could also have good order processing. That might be an advantage for us in terms of order processing. Then we evaluate the sustainability of our differentiation. That is, looking at all these different things, which one of these is valuable, rare, inimitable? Remember inimitability. Well, that's what this is. Evaluating the sustainability is like, can this be copied easily? Or can it be acquired at high cost for the competitors? So, we find these activities that we have that are strong and unique and that we think we can differentiate on and have, a long-term advantage, that we're different from our competitors and we're better than them, and we're doing it in a unique way that's very difficult to copy. That's something that we can differentiate on well. And then the last step is to locate the links between the firm, our firm, and the buyer's value chain. So what we do is we take all these, factors that we're strong at and we're good at, and we see how they can be used in our buyer's value chain, how it can actually add value to the outputs that they make, right? So it's not just about in business to consumers where we're saying, hey, we've got a great product, buy it. The brand is great, it makes you feel special, it's got something unique that you're going to love. No, with business to business, it's about aligning the value chain and showing how what we do adds value to their, capabilities and ultimately to their customers. So let's illustrate it with an example. So linking the value chains of the firm and the customers, the example here, the context is a can manufacturer, okay? So we make cans, let's say steel cans or aluminum cans, let's say aluminum for the sake of argument. Here's what we do. We're a can maker. Our, generic value chain looks like this: supplies, purchase, we have suppliers, by the way, that's on the far left, that the suppliers of steel and aluminum. So what we are is in the middle, in the can maker: purchasing, inventory holding, design, engineering, manufacturing, inventory holding, distribution, sales, service, and technical support. But our buyers, our customers, are canners. They're actually using our cans to put stuff in it. Could be soft drinks, cat food, vegetables, foods, whatever. So what we do is we've already looked at our value chain activities, and we figured out which ones are strengths for us, unique, which ones we can differentiate on, and then we're trying to align those uh, with our buyer's value chain. So for example, our engineering and design, we make a distinctive can design that our buyer, the canners, it can assist their marketing activities. So, the can itself is distinctive. So their product, their output, the consumers are like, hey, that's a really cool can, right? The can itself adds value in their marketing and branding. We have high manufacturing tolerances, and then that in turn avoids breakdowns in our customers' canning lines. So we manufacture zero defects, and therefore when they, on their manufacturing line, when they're putting the product into the cans, they don't break down. So that is a value to them, right? That increases their ability to, reduce their costs. We have frequent reliable delivery that can permit the canner to adopt a just-in-time can supply. Therefore, what does that do? That reduces their inventory holding costs, right? So therefore, you see that their costs go down. It means their profits can go up. So we're adding value to them again. We've also got an efficient order processing system. Remember, we've got this great MIS system, and it translates into in our sales, we have an an efficient order processing system. And it also helps reduce the customer's ordering costs because they don't have to pay attention to it, right? Their purchasing managers, they might even be able to eliminate some of their purchasing managers, combine two jobs into one because it's so simple. We've simplified it, again, reduces their costs. So what does this do? It means that, well, finally, sorry, we have number 5 here. Competent technical support. I remember our well-trained service personnel and our ability to help, solve problems. So our technical support can increase the canner's efficiency of plant utilization, so that their canning processes, we have we've got great, experts in the field that are able to help our customers do their jobs even better. So in sum, what that does is there makes them willing to pay a higher price for our services, for our products. We can differentiate, right? We can get a price premium because our customers know that our products are reliable. We've got great service and sales support. We're reducing their costs through a variety of, things like just in time and efficient order processing. So they're willing to pay us a higher margin. And we, in turn, are helping them to earn better margins too, right? Because we're either helping them to reduce their costs or increase their, marketing, like, for example, with distinctive can designs, right? Makes them have higher brand equity. So you see now it's the same idea. Differentiation is providing unique value, but it's not like the unique value that the customer in a business to consumer market, right, where the consumer just says, hey, it's got, strong, uh, you know, favorable brand associations, unique brand associations, it gives me status or whatever. Here, we're adding value to our customers' ability to provide value to their customers. So it's still unique value, but it's just by aligning our value chains with theirs, right? And that's the end, folks, for differentiation strategy.